Quentin Tarantino is looked upon as one of Hollywood's most successful and prestigious filmmakers, becoming a household name across America following the release of his second full-length feature film, Pulp Fiction. Critics and audiences everywhere fell in love with his work. He captured the affinity of a generation of moviegoers and is continuing to do so to this day. In fact, *Inglourious Basterds* was one of the first films I watched that made me realize exactly how much I loved movies, and it also was the first Tarantino film I had ever seen. Since then, I've gone on to watch every single one of his projects, even going so far as to read the script for Django Unchained before it was theatrically released. I couldn't get enough, except I apparently could because just until a few weeks ago, I had never seen Death Proof. Death Proof is an American exploitation film that was released in 2007 as part of a double feature alongside Robert Rodriguez's Planet Terror under the collective title Grindhouse to replicate the B-movie theater experiences in 1970s New York. The prints are scratched, damaged, and weathered. Whole reels and frames are missing from the project altogether. There's a certain charm to the aesthetic it's going for. Even though I myself have never been through the Grindhouse-esque theater experiences of the 70s, I still appreciated what he was striving to do. In all of Tarantino's work, it's clear he is first and foremost a film lover. The man is an encyclopedia of movie knowledge and loves to pay homage to a variety of different films from all genres in all his projects.
Either westerns with his Randolph Scott westerns or his crime thrillers like Crime Wave with Sterling Hayden and Charles Bronson.
The one that's felt more prevalent in this is 1965's Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, a Russ Meyer film, a director famous for making movies where women unleash havoc on men.
Face the fastest pussycats and they'll beat you to death.
You know I can't let you go.
You can feel Tarantino's love for cinema and film bursting through the seams, which would explain the immense amount of disdain he has for digital projection.
At least it does nothing for me. It does nothing for me. I mean, I actually think I'm getting gypped when I go to a movie and I realize it's either been shot on digital or being projected in digital.
This also marks the first credit to himself as a cinematographer of a film, which makes the work he did in this that much more personal. The dialogue is trademark Tarantino, the characters spout out a multitude of cultural references, conversations take place that don't necessarily further the plot but are enjoyable as hell to listen to. The soundtrack is perfectly laced through scenes that call for it to be there, the stunt work is brilliant and breathtaking. There was an actual person on the hood of this fucking car, who just so happens to be played by real-life stunt woman Zoe Bell, the same stunt woman who filled in for Uma Thurman in Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. Her talent and bravery is put on full display here. Needless to say, the action is exhilarating. Not only are the technical aspects of the film great, the story is as well. It's simple, easy to follow, and engaging. Two groups of women are stalked and terrorized by a serial-killing stuntman who uses his literal death-proof car to murder women in car crash collisions. Always walking away scot-free with minor injuries, and moves on to a new city or state for more potential victims until he's thwarted by a group of particularly badass females who, after an altercation on the road, proceed to chase after him and kill him. I'm not exactly sure why I never took the time to seek this out. Perhaps it's because I've always heard it's his worst film, so that must have just discouraged me from doing so, I guess. After finally watching it, I'd somewhat agree with the sentiment. However, that's not to say it's a bad movie, not by a long shot, just that it's his weakest. If you were to rank all his movies, more likely than not this will fall in last place, which, since we're talking about Tarantino, that'd be like ranking your favorite foods. Even the last one on your list is still one of your favorites.